Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. In this video, we are going to learn how to set up WhatsApp notification for file upload on Slack channel. Suppose I have a team on my Slack channel and now I want that as soon as a team member is going to upload a file along with a message on my Slack channel, automatically I should receive a WhatsApp notification along with all the details. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to integrate both these applications, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. Now here we have Slack in our trigger, and in action I am going to take Vati for sending WhatsApp template messages. If you want, you can also take any other application over here such as Interact or AI Sensei. And now we are going to connect both of them by using Pabbly Connect in order to automate this entire process. And to learn this entire automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically set up a WhatsApp notification alert whenever a file is received on our Slack channel. Let's suppose I have a channel on Slack in which I have added my team members. And now as an admin, I want that as soon as a member is going to send a particular file on my Slack channel along with the message, automatically I should receive the notification on WhatsApp along with all the details related to that file as well as the user who has sent the file. Okay, now in order to send WhatsApp message, I am going to use Vati over here. Vati has the official API access of WhatsApp. If you want, you can also use any other application over here, such as Interact or AI Sensei. Now for creating this automation, we will integrate Slack with Vati, and that we are going to do with the help of an amazing automation and integration software, Pabbly Connect. So this is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach directly by tapping pabbly.com/connect, this URL in our browser. Once we will reach on this home page, we can find two options over here: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly click on sign in, but if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account. And also when you will create your account, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Now, as an existing user, I'm directly clicking on sign in. This is the all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now on this dashboard, we can find all our workflows, and we can also create folders here to save the workflow. Okay, now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that, and here a dialog box will appear in front of us. It is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Set up WhatsApp notification for file uploads on Slack channel. Now after giving the name, we can also select the folder in which we want to save this workflow. So from the drop down, I'm going to select this test integrations folder, as I want to save the same workflow in this folder. Okay, now let's click on create. As we do that, we can find that two windows are open in front of us, trigger and action. What are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means when the trigger commands something, the action follows that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions as we want. Let's suppose we are going to take Slack in our trigger and Vati through which we want to send WhatsApp message in our action. And we want that as soon as a file will be uploaded on our Slack channel by a user, automatically the response should be captured here in Pabbly Connect. And by using that response, automatically a WhatsApp notification should be sent to us containing all the details related to that file and the user. Okay, here we can find that our action is the response towards our trigger, because when the file is uploaded on our Slack channel, then only the WhatsApp message is received to us through Vati, otherwise not. Okay, now after understanding this concept, let's start creating this workflow step by step. First of all, we will select our trigger application over here. And in our trigger application, we are going to select Slack. So let's select Slack over here. Now we will select our trigger event. So in our trigger event, we will select new message, and now we will click on connect. As we have done that, here are two options to build the connection with Slack account: add new connection or select existing connection. So I'm going to click on add new connection to build a new connection with my Slack account. If you want, you can also go with your existing connection. We will click on connect with Slack button, and here it is asking us for the token type. So we have two options over here, user or bot. If we want to receive the message through bot, here we will select bot. But here in this case, because we are creating this automation so that whenever a user will upload a file in Slack, we should receive the notification. So our token type here will be user. Okay, let's click on save. And now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Slack account. We will click on allow as it is 100% safe. And with this, our authorization has become successful. Now, after building the connection, it is asking us to select the channel. So here we need to select our channel, and I want that whenever the file will be uploaded on this general channel which I have recently created, then the response should be captured in Pabbly Connect. So I have already selected the channel. In the same manner, you need to select your channel from the drop down, and now we will click on Save and Send Test Request button. But before that, let me tell you that because Slack is based on polling time of 10 minutes, now when we are going to click on Save and Send Test Request button, we are going to receive the response of the last uploaded image in Slack channel. So in order to receive the response of a new message along with the file, here we are required to send the image first on Slack channel from the user's ID. Okay, so I am going to open my Slack channel from the user's ID, okay, in the incognito mode, and then I am going to send a particular file from that user's ID, and after that we will click on the Save and Send Test Request button. So I have opened the Slack channel from a user's ID, and now I am going to send an image along with a text message on the Slack channel from this user's ID. So here, let me attach an image. So I have attached an image of Happy New Year 2024. And I want to send this image on the Slack channel to inform my team members regarding the community post of 2024, okay? This is the image to be posted on New Year as community post. Please check. So this is the message which I want to send to my team members in the Slack channel along with this file, okay? So here I'm going to click on Send Now. And the message is sent along with the file. Okay, now we are going to go back towards Pabbly Connect. And now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have received a response along with all the details of the latest image as well as text which is received on Slack channel. So this is the message. This is the image to be posted on New Year as community posts. Please check along with the details of the file. Okay, so we have received this response. This means that we have successfully built an integration between Slack and Pabbly Connect. And now whenever the file will be uploaded on Slack channel by a user, automatically the response will be captured here in Pabbly Connect. But in my case here, I want that only when the file is uploaded along with the message on Slack channel by a user, then only I want to receive the WhatsApp notification, otherwise not. Okay, and because we are going to receive multiple messages from different users on our Slack channel, therefore I do not want to set up this automation for each and every message. And for that reason, I am going to apply a filter over here. So I will select filter in my action application. Filter is a feature by Pabbly which allows us to set conditions in the workflow according to our choice. Now here in this case, I want to set up a condition that only when the message on Slack channel contains file ID, then the workflow should continue, otherwise not. That means when the file will be received, the file will be uploaded by a user on Slack, then the workflow should continue. Here our action event will be filter values. Let's click on connect. And now we are going to set up the condition. So in the label, I'm going to select the file ID which we have already received from our previous step from Slack response. So this is the file ID. Okay, I have selected it. And now I want that if the file ID exists in the Slack response, then the workflow should continue further. Okay, so we have selected the label as well as the type, and because we have mapped the file ID from our previous response, therefore it has become dynamic and it will change with each and every response. So whenever along with the new response, the file ID will be existing in the response of Slack, the workflow is going to continue. Let's click on Save and Send Test Request button to check the condition. And the condition is true. So because in this case the file ID exists, therefore the condition is true. But in case if the file ID will not be existing, then the workflow will stop here only. Okay, so now we are going to click on this add action step button to move further and add one more action step over here. And our next action step will be to get the user's detail. Now, because in the response of Slack, we have not received the details of the user. Therefore, in order to get the user detail, that which team member has sent the message on Slack along with the file, we are going to use this ID which we have received from Slack. And by using this ID, we are going to get all the details related to the user. Okay, so that we can get the name, email and other details of that user. And by using that response, we can move further. Now let's select our action application as Slack, and we will select our action event as get user by ID. Because we have received the ID in an earlier response, we are going to use the same ID to get the details of the user. Let's click on connect, and now we will go with the existing connection only as we have already built the connection with Slack. Let's click on save, and here we are going to enter the user ID. Now because we have already received the user ID in Slack response, we will simply map the data over here. Now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from previous step. So we will simply select our previous step, and here is the user ID. We have selected it to map. Now when we have mapped this ID, it has become dynamic and it is going to change with each and every response. So whenever a new response will be captured from Slack, automatically this user ID is going to replace with a new user ID of that new user. Okay, and in this way we are going to automate the entire process. Let's click on Save and Send Test Request button. And as we have done that, here are all the details related to the user. The real name of the user, Ranjana Shah, the time zone, email of the user, and other details. Okay, so here we have received the name of the user, and now we are going to we are simply going to use the name and other details of the user for receiving the WhatsApp notification. Okay, so we will click on this add action step button once again, and now we are going to set up the final action step of receiving WhatsApp notification. Now for receiving WhatsApp notification, I am going to use Vati. Therefore, I am going to connect Vati over here. So let me select Vati as my action application. And now we will select the action event, that is send template message. Let's click on connect, and now from the given options I am going to select add new connection to build a new connection with my Vati account. As we have done that, here are two details which we have to enter. First is the API endpoint and the other is access token. And in order to find both these details, the instructions are provided to us here. We just have to go towards our Vati dashboard and then we have to go towards API docs. Under API docs, we will find both the details. So let me take you towards my Vati account and we will go towards API docs. And here are both the details. So first of all, let us copy the API endpoint and we will paste it here in this field. The next is access token. So let's copy the access token also and we will once again paste it here in this field. Okay, done. We have entered both the details. Now we will click on save. And in this way, our Vati account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So we will move further. Now, after building the connection here, we need to enter details in these fields in order to receive the WhatsApp message. First of all, it is asking us the WhatsApp number. In this field, we need to enter the number on which we want to send the message. Here in my case, I am going to receive the WhatsApp message because I am the admin of the team. If you want to send the notification to the admin of your team, then you can enter the number of the admin. Okay, so here I'm simply going to enter my number. Done. And now we will move further. So the next is the template name. In order to understand this, I'm going to once again take you to my Vati account and we will go towards template section. Now these are multiple templates which I have created for different purposes. To receive WhatsApp notification for Slack message, I have created this template named as new Slack message. Let me open it. And this is the template with the name as new Slack message. The category is marketing and the language which I have selected for sending the message is English. You can also select any other language to send the message over here. The next is the broadcast title. So whatever you are going to select in your broadcast title is going to be shown in bold in the header of your message. So I have entered new file received as my broadcast title, which is in bold in the header. Okay. The next is the message. Hello, a new file is received on Slack channel by a team member. Here are the details, message, file ID and sender's name. Okay. So this is the basic message which I want to receive whenever the file will be uploaded on my Slack channel. If you want, you can also customize this message according to your choice. I have used 3 variables here in the message, and wherever in the message I am going to use variable, the details of that place are going to replace with each and every response. And in this way, we can customize the message for receiving multiple WhatsApp notification for each and every Slack message. So let's say I have used the variable for message. So whatever message we are going to receive on our Slack channel along with the file, the message is going to be replaced each time. Same is going to happen with the file ID and the sender's name. Okay, now after entering the content of the message, the next thing which we have to enter is the sample content. So in these fields, we need to provide the dummy values which we are going to use in place of variables. As I have used 3 variables in my message for the text message, file ID and sender name, I have entered 3 sample content values over here. Dummy message, a sample ID and along with a dummy name. Okay, so after completing this entire template, you also have to send it for approval, and once it will get approved, you can definitely use it in order to send the message. Now, because my template is approved, I'm going to go back towards Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to select the template name, which we can find is selected correctly as new Slack message. The next is the broadcast name. Now in this field, we need to enter the broadcast title which we have used in our template. So my broadcast title is new file received. I'm going to enter the same over here. New file received. We have to enter the exact broadcast name, and the next and the very important step of this workflow is custom parameters. In this field, we need to enter the name and the values of the variable which we want to use. Okay, and that too in the given format. So without taking any risk, we will simply copy the format and paste it over here in this field. And now we are going to make the necessary changes in this format only. So in the place of name, we need to enter the variable name, and in the place of value, we need to enter the value which we want to use in place of the variable. Now, I have used 3 variables over here. The first variable is named as message. So I'm going to enter message in place of this color. And now here I'm going to enter the value. So in the value, I want to enter the message which we are receiving from Slack. And in order to keep it dynamic, I am going to map it from my previous response. So this is the message. This is the message to be posted on New Year as community post. Please check. I have mapped it. Okay. Now done. So we have entered the custom parameters correctly for first variable. Now in the same manner, we are going to enter the values and the name of other variables. We will use a comma, a space, and now I'm going to paste the format over here, and I'm going to make the necessary changes in this format only. The next variable is ID. So here I'm going to enter the name of the variable as ID. Okay. And now in value, I'm going to simply map the value, that is the ID of the file. This is the file ID. Once again, we are going to use a comma, a space, and we will paste the format. Now the third variable is for name. So the name of the variable will be name only. And now I'm going to map the name of the user. So we have also received the name of the sender from Slack. So here we are going to use that response. This is the name of the sender. Okay, we have mapped it. Now whatever data we have mapped is going to be replaced with each and every response, and whatever data we have entered manually is become static and is not going to change. Okay, now after entering all the details successfully, we will simply click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we have received the response along with the contact ID. So because we have received the contact ID, that means the WhatsApp message is sent on the number which we have mapped. So let's go and check on WhatsApp whether we have received this message or not. And yes, we can find that we have received the message over here. Hello, a new file is received on Slack channel by a team member. Here are the details message. This is the image to be posted on New Year as community post. Please check, along with the file ID and the sender's name, Ranjana Shah. Okay, so this means that our workflow is perfectly successful. We will go back towards Pabbly Connect to summarize what we have done here in this workflow. So we have taken 4 simple steps over here, trigger and 3 actions. In trigger, we have taken Slack, and in action, we have taken filter by Pabbly, Slack and Bati. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new message will be received on Slack along with the file, automatically a WhatsApp notification is going to be received to us along with all the details of that message, file and the sender. And in this way, very easily you can create this automation by setting up the simple integration between these applications. And this will help you to automatically receive the WhatsApp notification whenever a Slack message will be received on your channel along with the file. Okay, this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can directly reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe our channel to learn more such automations.